Hey there, Bob Morgan's Constant Guard. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it after the show. Right down there. Just throw in the comments. Right now, let's just get into the show. Microbe Life Photo Plus. Good stuff. We talked about in the last show microbial inoculants, putting microbial life into your soil in general, how you do that, why you do that, why it is so important with any grow, but especially with Nectar that really enhances that. So this, though, we've talked a lot about this in the past, and not just because it's a good product, which it certainly is, but because it's an easy product, it's a universal product, you can get it anywhere, you can count on it, and so we've pumped it up a lot. Although, you know, what Scott said yesterday, well, the last show, diversity of microbes is so important. So the clip I'm going to have today is a little bit more specifically about microbe life and why it, or why not it, or why it in addition to. So I'd like you to watch the clip, and I'll talk to you after. I feel like the Photo Plus situation, that it is highly recommended by us, is my fault and good bad thing that I did this, because it seemed like it was the most expedient way to have some sort of microbial thing if someone wasn't going to do tea, especially if they were working indoors and didn't have an issue. Would you agree that, I mean, would you have picked Photo Plus out of all the others for simplicity and utility? Oh, I'm not, take SLF out of the equation.
Because I know the people that own it, I know the company that makes it, I know where they brew it, I know how they manufacture it, because I know what goes into Photo Plus and what they've done with Photo Plus, you know, it's not a bad, it's the easiest turnkey outside of, like, I think, what's the name of those? Primordial Solutions.
Oh, yeah.
So they're very similar, but I think what it boiled down to was the relationship built with the Microbe Life family.
Sure.
Became a much more obvious and strong relationship,
easy,
and it was more symbiotic in a sense where it just made more sense, where, you know, because they came from a pond and garden industry, and we knew them when I worked for Down to Earth. We knew them when we worked in the farm industry, so they were already in pond and garden. And then they came over into the hydroponics, and we're like, oh man, great! Finally, a usable, soluble microbe that's not from our industry. Didn't come with the ego of our industry. You know, and I really, there's nothing wrong with Primordial Solutions products. If you're using them, continue. They're great instant microbe. They're, you know, anaerobic in the tea, but we've never built that relationship, and therefore we never built the client base, and therefore we didn't build the sales, where Photo Plus still sells like mad because it's effective, it works, and it's consistent.
Well, when we were doing this, I was more part of the store, and it was, to me, my thinking was, we can order 10 pallets of this and get 10 pallets of this. Whereas a lot of the other things, it was like, you'll get 20 pallets this time and no pallets next time. And it's like, you get a phone call and they're like, well, we're working on it. Like, no, you're not working on it, mother.
Or you get it in and it's all swollen because it's already spoiled, or it's fermenting, or, you know, whatever the case. But
that being said, if you were doing SLF and Photo Plus,
I would get my hands on the Pluto, and honestly, you know, first week of bloom, or right at the very end of veg, one application then, and one application about week 3, end of week 3, early week 4. After doing lab tests and looking at that bacteria that is in there, it thrives, and you don't need a whole lot more applications.
What do you think of that? Informative? Entertaining? Helpful? Agree? Disagree? Comments. Throw it down there and we'll talk about it. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show. It's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.